Hello, guys. Happy Thursday. I hope you're doing good so far. Hope you've had a nice week. We're going to be doing things a little bit differently today. But before we start, we're going to go ahead and close our eyes and bow our heads and pray. Okay, so Lord, thank you for this day that you've given us. Thank you for this new day, Lord, that we get to learn more and more about you. Lord, we ask that you be with us as we try all these new things out, Lord, and try to be the best that we can be in everything that we're doing, Lord, for you. Be with our families, be with us, Lord, be with our school and our country, Lord, and with all those that need you now more than ever. In Jesus' precious name that we pray, amen. Okay, guys, so we're going to be doing something different. Today is going to be kind of a practice because then tomorrow I'm going to need all of you to be able to use this new website called Zoom. Okay, Zoom is going to be a website where I can actually see you and you can see me and you can see your friends. Okay, we can all see each other. It's very simple. I'm going to send your parents all the instructions today because tomorrow you're going to take your chapter 11 math test. Okay, your chapter 11 math test, you're going to take it tomorrow using this program called Zoom. Okay, the way that we're going to do that is I'm going to be looking at you. Okay, take the actual test. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna teach you guys how to use that, and we're gonna work with it. Okay, today and tomorrow, so that tomorrow we can take our chapter 11 test. That way, we finish with our math book. Okay, so right now, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do today's math lesson. Okay, and I'm gonna actually with Zoom, I can actually, because I'm using it now, I can show you your math book. You see? Okay, so this is how we're going to do it. We're going to do the chapter 11 review. We're going to do it together like this. Okay, so let's look at on page 771. Okay, and I want you to have your math books out. So if you need to pause the video to go get your math books, go ahead and do so. Page 771, because you're going to be doing this in your math books as we are doing it on the board, as I'm doing it on the board. Okay? So you should have pressed pause. If you're ready, then we're going to get started. Number 1 says match the shapes. Okay, guys, match the shapes. So this one is not hard at all. Okay, let me try to find right here. Okay, so we're going to match the shapes. Okay, so this ball, we know you should say that it's a sphere. Okay, look at that. Look how cool we can do that. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, now this can of vegetable soup, okay, is a cylinder. So that'll go over here. This is an ice cream cone. That one's easy. It's a cone. And this is a cube. So it'll go with the cube. Okay? So that's what you should have done. Make sure you're doing this in your math books. We're doing it together. Okay? Now we're going to go to number 2. Do the sentences describe a cube? Choose yes or no. So do they describe a cube? So all of this is for a cube. Okay, so does it describe a cube? Okay, we're going to choose yes or no. Okay. So the first one, a cube has 4 faces. A cube has 4 faces. Now, we know that a cube does not, right? When we're holding a cube, okay, we count the bottom 1, the top 2, the side 3, the other side 4, back 5, the front 6. So this one actually is a no. Be a little patient with me, guys. There we go. So this one is a no. Okay, so you should have marked no. A cube has 8 vertices. A cube has 8 vertices. Well, you know how you can do that. You can actually use this one right here and do count 1, 1, 2, 3. Remember, the vertices are all those points. That's 4. Now this back one over here, that's 5. This one is 6. This one is 7. And this one is 8. So does a cube have 8 vertices? The answer is yes, it does. Okay? A cube has 14 edges. 14 edges. Remember, so these are the edges. Okay, so we're going to do that like this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I did my top. Now let me do my lines going down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the bottom. 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I was tracing over just exactly how I've told you guys to do. So does it have 14 edges? The answer is no. It has 12 edges. Okay, it has 12 edges. So the answer is no. Okay, each face of a cube is a square. Is that true? Is each face of a cube a square? You should say yes. So now it says rewrite each sentence that is not true to make it a true sentence. Okay, so we're gonna actually go ahead and type that out. So you're gonna make every sentence that's not true, you're gonna make it a true sentence. So the first one is a cube has 4 faces. That's not true. So you'll write, and let me see if I can just move this up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we're learning this together. A cube has 6 faces. Make sure you do your period. Okay, very, very important. A cube has 6 faces. Okay. Now the next one that's not true is a cube has 14 edges. That is not true. We know that a cube has 12 edges. Okay. So all you're doing is getting the ones that are wrong, and you're going to fix that number to make it right. Okay. That's pretty much it. So now we should be done with this page. We're moving on to the next page. Okay. And I'm going to go up here to the trash cans that says clear. I'm going to put clear all drawings. Okay. I'm just showing you this so you know how to use it, because this is how you're going to use it to take your test. Okay. Very, very important. Okay. So number 3 says draw lines to show thirds. So now you're going to draw lines to show thirds. Remember, thirds are 1, 2, 3 equal parts. 3 equal parts. So this one, and no, guys, you cannot do a Y. Cannot do a Y. The Y only works for a circle. Okay, now notice that the draw tool I'm using is this one. This tool is going to make sure that it comes down straight. So these make sure that it comes down nice and straight. Very, very important. Okay, so now here is going to do my other one. Okay, perfect. Notice how nice and straight that came out. I need you guys to make sure you're doing the same thing. Notice all of these parts are equal. Now this one, to show thirds, I'm going to go side to side with this one. Okay. Notice my line came out a little bit. That's okay. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. I'm not done though. Remember, now it's my explanation. Explain how you know that the parts are thirds. Remember, complete sentence. The parts are thirds because. So why are the parts thirds? Because what? Because there are three, 2 words, 2 important words. What are those words? You can say it out loud if you know it. Equal parts. Okay, there are 3. So the parts are thirds because there are 3 equal parts. Okay, that's what you should be writing. Very, very important. Okay. I'm going to give you a little second to finish that. Okay, I'm going to give you a little second to finish that, and then we'll continue. okay? If you need more time, you're going to just pause the video, okay? We're gonna move on. I don't want to take up too much time in this, because I know you guys have other things, other assignments we need to get done, okay? So number 4, Will and Anna have gardens that are the same size. They each divide their gardens into fourths. What are 2 different ways they can divide the gardens? Draw to show your answer. So, remember, let's see, they divide their gardens into fourths. 2 different ways to show fourths, okay? Well, you know what? This one, I'm gonna do the T. I'm gonna do the T like this. And then with this, I'm gonna do the X. Okay, and look how nice Anita was able to do that. Okay, so let me verify. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 equal parts. There's fourths. 2 different ways. Done. Okay, nice and neat. Now let's look at number 5. Draw to show halves, thirds, and fourths. Color a half of, a third of, and a fourth of the shape. So 2 steps, draw, second step, color. First is color. Draw, I'm sorry. So we're gonna draw to show halves here, thirds here, and fourths here, says it right in the bottom. So for halves, I'm just gonna go straight down here. For thirds, I'm gonna do this. Remember, no Y's. Only Y's are for the circles. Okay, so there are my thirds. Okay, and then my fourths. I'm gonna do like that, okay? Now, we're not done though, please. I know you guys sometimes go too fast and you miss a step. It says color a half of, a third of, and a fourth of the shape. So I'm gonna start coloring now. Okay, so half of a shape means I'm only coloring one part. This is gonna be a little tricky to do, but what if I just kind of do this? Oh, look, that's how I can do it. I just use, notice you go to draw and you press this squiggly one, okay? Now you're gonna go to thirds and do like that. And then fourths, you just do one of those. Remember, you're only doing one part, okay? That's kind of how it's going to look. Okay, so half of, third of, and a fourth of, okay? So make sure I'm gonna give you a little bit to do that on your own. Okay. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go to the next page. I'm gonna start erasing this, okay? I do need us working a little bit faster than maybe how we would in class, just because it's gonna be a little bit too long to upload a video. Okay, now I'm gonna give you good news here. With these, we're skipping number 6 and we're skipping number 7. We are not doing those. Remember, those are the 2 lessons in class that I told you that we do not need to worry about. So we're gonna go straight to number 8. Okay, number 8 says, Rachel makes a pentagon and a quadrilateral with toothpicks. She uses 1 toothpick for each side of a shape. How many toothpicks does Rachel need? Okay, let's repeat. She's making a pentagon and a quadrilateral with toothpicks. She's making those 2 shapes. She uses 1 toothpick for each side of a shape. How many toothpicks does Rachel need? So the toothpicks are for every side of the shape. Remember, the side edges are for 3D shapes. Sides are for 2D shapes, okay? So what you need to decide is A pentagon, I'm gonna write it at the top. Remember, I always tell you guys to write your little notes. At top of pentagon, I'm gonna write how many sides a pentagon has. So a pentagon has, does anybody remember? If you remember, I won't hear you yet because this is not our interactive one, but I want you to just throw out numbers, see if you remember how much a pentagon has, and you'll see if you're right when I put it up. So a pentagon has, drum roll, 5. Okay, a pentagon has 5 sides. Okay, a quadrilateral has, you remember, 4. Okay, so for a pentagon you have 5 sides. That means you're going to need 5 toothpicks. For quadrilateral you have 4 sides, so you're going to need 4 toothpicks. How many toothpicks does Rachel need? They want to know in all. So in all means addition. So 5 plus 4. Okay, you should be able to tell me that your answer is 9 toothpicks needed. Okay, 9 toothpicks needed. Okay, not too hard. I'm gonna go ahead because I know I have some of those that are getting ahead of me. Please don't do that. Wait for me. Okay, let's look at number 9. Number 9, okay? Kevin drew a two-dimensional shape. I'm sorry. Kevin drew 2 two-dimensional shapes that had 9 angles in all. Draw the shapes Kevin could have drawn. So he's going to draw 2 2D shapes. So that means that the shapes are flat, okay? His shapes all together in all had 9 angles. Remember, angles, when you have your shape, it's that middle area, okay? What are his 2 shapes? So, well, let's see. If I draw, I'm going to draw a square. Let's see. I'm going to draw, oh, look, and this lets me do a nice square. I'm going to draw a square. Look how cool, guys. You can just do that. I'm going to draw a square. So there's my square, okay? Well, let's see how many angles my square has. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4. There needs to be 9 in all. So 9 in all, I already have 4. So I need a shape with 5 more angles, okay? Remember, if it has 5 angles, it also has 5 sides. It also has 5 vertices. So how about a pentagon, right? We can draw a pentagon. So let's go ahead and let's draw a pentagon. So remember, pentagon kind of looks like a diamond. That's 1, 2. This is 3, 4. It's like a little house. 5, or a diamond for those in baseball, like Alex C. All right, there's your diamond. Okay, now let's check the angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 angles here. There's 4 here. When you add 4 and 5, you get 9 angles in all. Okay, simple. Okay, I'm gonna give you about a second to go ahead and draw that because I know that's gonna take a little bit. So go ahead and draw that nice and neatly. Okay, we're gonna move on to number 10. Number 10 says, fill in the bubble next to the shapes. Shapes, that means there's more than one answer. They show fourths. Remember, if it's showing fourths, it has to be 4 equal parts, guys. So be very, very careful because there's one already that I see that looks like it's fourths, but it's not. So you're gonna tell me, okay? You're gonna tell me. Does this show fourths? Yes, it does. Does this show fourths? Now, if you look closely, these 2 are the same size, but this one and this one are smaller. So no, it does not. The answer for this one is no, okay? How about for this one? 1, 2, Nope. How about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it does. And they're 4 equal parts. So your answer should have been the first one and the last one. Okay. Now let's look at number 11. Draw each shape where it belongs in the chart. So now you're just drawing these out in the chart, okay? So for a rectangle, let's see, shapes with fewer than 4 angles. Shapes with more than 3 angles. Let's do this. Let's count the angles and let's write it inside, okay? So it says 1, 2, 3. This one has 4 angles. Oh, sorry. This one has 4 angles. This one has 3 angles. Remember, the angles are this part. Okay, we did that like up here. Look up here. These are the angles right up here. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4. This one has 1, 2, 3. Okay. So remember, I always tell you to write the number in that shape or on top of it. I think inside is better. That way now it's just putting it in the box that it belongs. Shapes with fewer than 4 angles. Remember, fewer means less than. So shapes with fewer than 4. Does this one has less than 4? Does this one? Yes. So you're going to go ahead and draw the triangle. Now it's a laying down triangle. It's laying down, right? So just try your best. Does this one have fewer than 4? Does this one have fewer than 4? How about this one? Yes. So this one is it's another type of laying down triangle. Okay, there we go. So those are done. Now shapes with more than 3. Does this rectangle have more than 3? Yes, it does. Does this one have more than this one? We did already. This one, yes. And guys, you don't have to draw them perfectly. Even with me, it's a little hard. So just try your best, okay? Just look, you see? Miss Gonzalez is a little bit, but that's okay. Okay, and then this one, does it have more than 3? Yes, it does. Okay, there we go. Okay. So, guys, that is pretty much it, okay? So this is chapter 11. This is your last chapter in math, okay? So starting after spring break, we're going to be doing some review SAT stuff, and we're just going to be reviewing everything we've done this year. We're going to do little reviews here and there, and I'm going to send you guys that work, okay, little by little, okay? So tomorrow, we're going to take our chapter 11 math test, okay? We're going to use this program. So we're going to see how this goes, okay? So we're going to try our best. Make sure you finish that chapter 11 review if you didn't finish it with us, okay? And I will try to see if I can maybe speak to you guys and your parents later on today as some of them start getting Zoom, okay, guys? Bye.